Hello everyone, this is Chandra Sekhar Bijibilla from Coding Tutor. As part of React.js series, previous video up to React.js project how to create we discussed. Today we are going to focusing React.js project folder structure we are going to discussing. After that, what are the different kind of components are available in the React. Okay, that is the concept we are going to discussing today. Okay, how to create React.js project. We are already observing my previous video, right? So again, I'm going to tell you how to create a React.js project. Even your understanding purpose, I'm going to give steps also. I'm opening the notepad. If you are following these steps, easily you can able to develop React.js application, React.js project easily. So that is the purpose. I'm going to give here steps also. React.js first application development steps. Previous video, if you are following how to create a project, we are already observed. Before going to explaining that project folder structure, again quickly your understanding purpose, your practicing purpose, step by step, I'm going to give the once again steps. This steps is you can choose, follow and try to build the project. Okay, step number 1, create a React.js project. So for that purpose, wherever you are going to create in the React.js projects, first create the folder, go to that particular folder and open the command prompt. In that command prompt level, you need to give the command is npx space create react app. After that, whatever the project name you need to give, you can give. But previously, I am using the project name is welcome app. Okay, so it is taking a little bit time based on your internet speed, your laptop processor speed. It takes time. After that, folder structure it is going to creating. So that is step number 1. So step number two, in that particular command prompt level, switch to the project location. Switch to the project location. So how to switch the project location? You know, right? CD, change directory. CD space, what the project name? That project name you can give. It is going to switch to the project location. That is step number 2. Step number 3. Step number 3. We need to organizing the components easily. You need to write the code. That is the purpose we are using the IDE tools. So one of the IDE is what? VS Code we are using. So you need to open your project into the VS Code. So that is the reason step number 3, open the project into VS Code. This is a step number 3. So in the command prompt level, you need to give code space dot and press enter. It is opening into the Visual Studio Code level your project. Okay, so that is step number 3. Once it is open, these kind of steps already previous video level we are already done. So that project structure I am going to showing like this. So this is the way it is going to get. Okay, so when our project is created, you need to observe folder structure. 3 folders, 4 files it is going to create it automatically. What are those? Number one, node underscore modules. What it is there? Here library files are available. We are not touching anything. That means we are not creating anything in this particular folder. After that, another kind of one is what? Public. This public level, static kind of files are available. What is the meaning of static? Fixed. For example, HTML, image files. See this one? I'm expanding this one. Here, image files, right? And HTML file and text file. These are all fixed kind of content. So that's the reason I'm going to say static content is there in the public. So if you want to maintain any kind of images, you can copy public folder. So next one is what? SRC. SRC means what? Source. So in this particular source level, you can add your own components. What are the component? We are going to discussing a little bit later. Okay. So in this particular SRC level, we are going to working. That is the point you need to understand. After that, dot git ignore. What is the purpose of this one? In our project level, all files are not necessary to push into the GitHub. GitHub is the version control. So collaboratively, if you want to work as a team, if you want to work, we need to use a GitHub. That GitHub kind of training we are going to planning separately. But right now, you need to understand if you are aware, okay. But in this particular point of time, if you are not aware also, please try to understand as a team, if you want to work your project, you need to share your code to your team members, right? So that is the purpose. We need to push the code into the GitHub. That GitHub level, all files are not necessary. So what are the folders and files are you need to push, you need to allow. What are the files and folders you don't want, you need to restrict. That kind of functionality in this particular .git ignore file level, it is there. Next, these two files are in our project level. What kind of dependencies are available? Sometimes interviewer might be asking the question, I'm going to give the React based project. How to identify which version that project? What kind of libraries are used in that particular project? How to find out? Your experience checking purpose, sometimes interviewer might be asking the question. So that is the cases level you need to give the answer. In my project level, package.json file is there. If I'm opening this one, here dependencies are available. What kind of dependencies are available? Which version of React is there? Each and everything here dependencies level it is mentioned. So that easily you can answer whenever interviewer is asking the question, how to find the your React.js version, what kind of dependencies are available, how to find out if I'm going to give the new project or existing project. So that is the cases level. Your answer is I'm going to open the package.json file. Within the dependencies, I'm going to see. Based on that, I can able to understand what kind of libraries and dependencies are available. So these dependencies, where it is located, where exactly it is available, these dependencies, that kind of information package-log.json file level it is there. This is the readme file. If you want to customize, you can add some kind of information related to your project, you can use readme.md file. This is the folder structure. Once you are going to understanding this folder structure, you need to understand how React.js project is executing. That is the purpose. That is the purpose. I'm not at all writing any kind of component or any kind of code. This is the first application. Whether it is working fine or not, you need to test this one. That is the reason step 4 directly I am going to say here. Run the application. Run the application. For that purpose, welcome app. Welcome app. Command prompt that one. Here npm start. But how it is going to execute it internally, this is also an interview question, right? The flow of execution is you need to explain. So you need to understand. That is the purpose. I'm opening here paint. I'm going to draw the diagram. Okay, your understanding purpose. See here, this is the my components. Let us assume I'm going to creating a home component. Here is body component, here is footer component, like that. Different kind of components I'm going to create. Okay, let us assume this is the home component and this is the body component and this is the footer component. These components we are going to call into the root component. That root component name is app.js. This is what? App.js. So my home component I'm going to calling here, body component and footer component. This app.js information, how it is going to display? My browser level, we are going to see index.html only. HTML code only we are going to see in the browser. This is the index.html. Okay, this is the index.html. This index.html level, your app.js, how it is going to render? For that purpose, here it is going to using index.js. Index.js. So our components are injected into the app.js. This app.js information is with the help of index.js, we are going to inject into the index.html. Okay, I'm going to showing this one flow of execution also as per the diagram. App.js, how it is going to using index.js. Index.js is how render the data into the index.html. I'm going to show in the code so that you can able to understand, you can get the confidence, right? So easily whenever interview is asking how React.js application internally works, you need to explain this one. Okay, now I'm opening here VS Code. See this one here, go to the src. This is the app.js. Here by default code is there. I'm not changing. Once run the application, after that I'm going to changing the code so that whatever the changes are reflected or not, we can able to check this one. As of now, I'm not changing anything. This is app.js. That means in the diagram level, this is app.js. I'm not created any home, body, footer. Just app.js onwards, how it is executed, we are going to focusing. Okay, right. This app.js code, where it is going to calling index.js. See this one, index.js. How app.js is calling here. This is the way. Please observe this one. My component, root component name is what? App. This is the kind of way it is going to call it. Okay. This index.js level code, where it is going to display index.html. Where it is available, that one public folder level it is there. How to recognizing this index.html level code? Here it is using, please observe, document.getElementById root. So in our HTML level, root ID based it is recognizing. Within that, your app code is injecting. See this one, go to index.html. You can find here ID is what? Root. Index.js level we are observed, right? Document.getElementById, it is going to specify the root. That one we are going to see here. That means within this div tag, your app.js is injected. So this is the way your React.js is executing internally. But here one more thing is you need to answer. Whenever it is going to give the npm start, first it is check the node modules, node underscore modules. So here library files are available or not, boot startup libraries are available or not, it is going to checking. Once it is checking, it is available, it is going to start the React.js server with port number 3000. Okay, so I'm using the command prompt. In this command prompt level, what is the command I'm using? npm start. Whenever you are going to give the npm start in the command prompt level, what happened? It is going to checking node underscore module level libraries are available or not, minimum bare libraries are available. It is going to start the React.js server with port number 3000, and automatically it is going to open in the browser. See this one, localhost 3000, and command prompt level we can see like this. So this is the kind of way your first React.js project we are going to start. So I'm going to modify and checking. Okay, so this content just I'm going to changing. You need to understand here, I'm not at all reload the page. Okay, I'm not reloading the page. Even I'm going to modify, that is reflected or not, you are going to checking. Okay, so go to the app.js. I don't want to see the logo, remove this one. And I don't want to see this header part. So I'm going to remove this one. Simply, I'm going to give here h1. Welcome to Coding Tutor. Welcome to Coding Tutor. So I'm saved this one. Whenever I'm going to save, go to the browser. See, welcome to Coding Tutor. I'm not reloaded, right? So that is what? Single page application. Even here only one component, even you are going to write the multiple component, what is the component and all, we are going to see in the coming video. Okay, so this is the way each and everything we are going to explain the concepts. Not only for explain the concepts, if you want to get more hands-on experience, please contact Coding Tutor, get the hands-on experience. If you want to enter into the software industry, only one way, you need to take the internship. Until unless you cannot get hands-on experience. Okay, see you next video. Thank you guys.